My name is Jeanie. I first met Michelle about 7 years ago. The circumstances were that my father was ill. He was in his late 80s. My mom was unable to care for him. So it was becoming apparent that he would need the kind of care that was provided in a nursing facility. Any family who has been in this situation before and are faced with these difficult decisions understands that it's both an emotional and an anxious time, especially for the spouse. My mom really wanted to stay in her own home. My husband and I had been trying to give both my mom and dad the emotional support that they needed during this time, as well as trying to navigate the very complex regulations of the Title XIX program and the mountains of paperwork involved. It was becoming overwhelming. We began to think about hiring a Title XIX specialist. And after the first phone call, we were immediately recommended, luckily so, to Michelle Dempsey. And within 5 minutes, we knew we'd made the right decision. She was kind, she was considerate, and she was intuitive. It didn't take her long to understand what our major concerns were, and she put us all at ease. Most importantly, what she gave us was the guidance that we needed that allowed my mom to stay in her house with sufficient resources to support her needs. And that was the most important thing for all of us. About a year ago, we reached out to Michelle again. Although the circumstances were difficult, making that phone call was very easy. My mother was in need of nursing care herself. And from our earlier experience, we understood that my mother would be able to qualify for Title XIX. And for a second time, Michelle guided us through the situation, which made it so much easier. And again, it was a successful application to Title XIX. Something that meant a lot to me was that we used 2 different facilities, and both facilities held Michelle in very high regard. They were very pleased that we were going to work with her. And I think that that says something to her, not only her ability, but her professionalism. Michelle was very easy to work with. She was extremely professional. She answered all of our questions. She returned every phone call. She made a very, very difficult process much easier, and we would be happy to recommend her again to anyone.